Right, paranormal lovers, we're back at St Maggie's for the nighttime vigil. Me and Ivan. See what happens. See if we can get some shit down by them old buildings. Yeah, it's definitely around here somewhere, mate. We may light them. I reckon if we get inside there, set a few things up. Should we cut through there?
Yeah, so.
Oh mate, you should stay to the back of my leg. I come down here with my shorts on the other day.
Was it impromptu though? Was it?
It was one of them. I thought my truck was working, so I jumped in and I come a drive down. Where do you reckon? What do you reckon? Do you reckon this was here, or do you reckon it was more than likely just outside there? In that area, outside of these trees?
Yeah, I'd say this has been moved
Been pushed here out.
of the way.
Do you reckon it's outside that tree line?
Gotta be out, because these trees are larger. How old are these trees is the question.
No, you're only talking, well, over 20 years.
Did it come down?
The last bit's 2004, I think. But that really was the last bits. We could always do some in here and do some out there.
Yeah, it's going to be new.
Right, set a few things up. I'll put a motion sensor over here. I can't work out if that's moving over here. I think it's stationary, mate.
Fucking lights and shit.
Over where?
Might be an animal, but
You never know, mate. Right then, I'm going to get comfy on this bit of concrete. We've got motion detector, REM pod, motion detector. Any spirits still resident here that want to come forward and communicate with us? If you do, walk towards one of the things on the floor. We'll know you're here then. We heard someone groan the other day. Are you here? Move towards that red robot on the floor. Make it light up. Be great if you could do that for us, please.
Blue light, the blue robot's over there, where I'm shining my light. Walk towards us, set him off, set the device off.
It won't hurt you. What do you hear? What was he?
Got somebody like walking in there.
Is there someone there? That was it. That's a cow, that is it. What do you think it was?
Okay, mate. Hello, somebody there? That's a fucking sheep, isn't it?
It's some kind of animal.
That's a fucking sheep, mate. That fucking sheep, mate, right up. Get him over the back of us.
I don't know whether you're making me paranoid, but I keep hearing fucking things now walking round us. If that's you, Spirit, come close to us. Walk towards that blue light on the floor. Or that black device. It'll make a noise. It'll let us know you're here. That's interesting now that when we sat still, we could hear someone walking over.
Yeah. We've got sheep on the back of us, and they fucking sound like people talking sometimes.
I think foxes are the worst. That noise they make. It's like a kid fucking being murdered. It's a horrible noise. I think that's the way forward, you know, with these things. Sitting sometimes and just chilling.
Isn't it?
Come on, Spirit, if you can hear me, we're friendly. Come forward.
Come and set the devices off down here.
Walk by that blue robot on the floor.
All it'll do is make a noise, it won't hurt you.
The other end that was. We lived the other end of Broadstone afterwards.
Did you move both?
Yeah, my mum moved up the other end. Did you hear that?
Was it like a high pitched thing?
Like a thud right in front of me there.
No, I didn't hear that.
I've just looked down thinking something had fell over. Spirit, if that was you, can you do that again? That was like a heavy boot, that was right in between my legs. I hope I've got that on camera because my feet weren't moving and you definitely heard a thud.
Well, if it's a thud, you've got to physically move to do it.
Yeah, I'd have to move.
Cameras, won't you?
I even thought that plastic might have fell over, but the plastic's still there that was standing up. Come on, Spirit. Come forward. Or anyone who's here. Come on, Spirit, come close to us. Any patients from St Margaret's that want to come forward and play? We've got some things on the floor which will light up. Do you hear that then? Like a woman?
No.
Come over there. I love them ones because when I go back and I listen to them, normally there's something.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the one that you captured.
That weird groan.
Mm.
That was by the bridge, that was. If you want to go over there and do one, it'll be.
Yeah.
Go on, Spirit.
We can't hurt you, Spirit.
We wouldn't if we ain't like that, we wouldn't.
I think you should know what kind of spirit you can get there if they're a mental facility.
I think this place has got a lot of an urban myth attached to it, mate, where when you look at the reports online, it was considered high class for the time. It was an high level institution for the time, with a nice standard of care. I mean, when you look at these grounds they had to walk on.
Yeah.
I mentioned it in the video. You'd almost want to fucking sign yourself away. The thought of just living on this land for the rest of your life in a house that was being cared for and your meals looked after. If you want to hide, stay hidden, but throw something. Or shout. I've just had something happen again down by my feet. There's either a mouse running round me or I've had a thud again on that. I'd hear it, wouldn't I, if it was a mouse or something. Is that you, Spirit? Should we go lights out for 5 minutes, then move on?
Same, mate.
Right then, Spirit, we're going to give you a chance now to come forward. We're going to be quiet for a few minutes. If you could come forward, make a noise, make one of the devices go off, that'd be great. It won't hurt you.
And it's fucking gone off as well.
Wicked.
As I heard the voice.
If that's Spirit, can you go to the other device, please, on the floor, the black thing on the floor? I've gone cold. That ain't resetting, that's trying to move somewhere. It's just reset. Right, Spirit, if that was you,
That's strange, that is.
knock your torch off again.
Right. I heard like a woman's low voice, like a lowish voice. I thought it might be my nose when I breathed in. And then that fucking goes off.
Yeah. That's the timing you want.
It was in that direction.
That's exactly where you pointed. I'll turn my camera towards it. Spirit, can you do that again, please? You come with love.
Are you a lady, Spirit? Just wondering why you're here, if this was the men's area.
If you want us to leave, do that again. Just walk towards it. Okay, if you want us to stay, walk towards it. Flat cat ball's going.
Motherfucker.
Thank you. There's a black thing next to that ball that's lighting up. Can you touch that? That'll light up as well. Please, Spirit. Or touch the ball again.
It's the only way you can communicate with the spirit. So if you're there and you can let that ball light up again, or make the device by it light up, then we'd be really grateful to you, because we know you can't speak to us.
We might hear you if you shout really loud. There's a flashing light twice behind me over there. I just caught it in a rear view camera. Go on, Spirit, one more time before we go. Make the ball light up.
I thought we'd have heard it again.
Right then guys, we've moved. We're now on the bridge. We've got a motion sensor that end. And we've got a motion sensor that end.
I'm going to put my camera on.
If there's any spirits that want to come and join us on the bridge, please come forward. We'll know you're here. That's Ivan down there calling out. I was down there when I heard the groan. Go on then, Spirit, if you want to come forward, come and talk to us on the bridge. Some devices on the floor. Your camera pointing outwards?
Yeah.
Good shout.
Come and talk to us, spirit. Come and communicate.
There's a cat ball down there as well, and a REM pod.
Doesn't matter how you communicate, you do it how you need to.
Back to that conversation we was just having about that sheep noise. It's like what you've said, you know.
It's a fucking road out there. Normally as well, there's never just one sheep, is there?
No. I was thinking that why we just hearing one. Yeah. No, I agree with that.
And it sounded quite close.
It did sound close. Are you thinking like someone impersonating a sheep?
Either somebody fucking about, or somebody who's fucking like groaning, and it just fucking sounds
like a sheep.
Good thing is we both got it on camera.
If that was you groaning, can you do it again? Can you come and make a noise over here? Come and make a noise by us. Come and shout in our ears. Or come and run on this bridge. Do the same again. If we get nothing, we'll go lights out and
Got a good run up. What's the spirit here? We hear you. We hear your footsteps on the bridge.
imagine how good that would be
Right, you know.
if you captured that something running across the bridge.
I don't know what to do though. If I heard the run, like running up, and it stopped right in front of you.
You've told me what you do.
Like
You're going to
it was-
run.
What do I mean?
You're going to run. And I'm going to be hobbling behind you. Sugar lights out.
Yeah.
Right, and spirits, we've got lights out. I'm going to give you some time now. We'll give you 5 minutes to come and say hello before we move off. Come and walk on this bridge. There's things on the floor, nothing will hurt you. There's no tricks. It's just things that will let us know you're here. They'll light up and make a noise. Don't be scared, come forward to us. Use our energy. Just stop braking my truck.
That's my fucking dishwasher.
Is your dishwasher gone as well?
It's done now, it's gone. I'll have to chuck it out.
I've never had so much fucking bad luck since I've been doing this gas guns in Monaco.
Well, fucking hell. Show yourself. Or scream in my ear hole, slap me around the face. Nah.
I'll break your truck.
I'm gonna fuck with your truck or your dishwasher.
I'm going to pull the handles off your door in the kitchen.
Of all the things you could fucking do.
I had 2 door handles, mate, in my kitchen. The same door, snap on the same day. Both sides sheared off, just snapped off in my hand.
It's just that it ain't fucking coincidental with that.
It was the day after I went to the house that cries when I heard that voice in my bedroom say my name. Go on, spirit, we've come a long way. Just show us one sign that you're here, and then we'll leave you alone. I love the fact that blue robot hasn't been going off all night though. Yeah. Other than that one time. I was starting to worry whether I'd got an oversensitive motion detector, you know, because of it, how good it has been in different places.
Thing goes off. Gotta pick something.
Go on, spirit. Any fellas want to come and have a chat? Sky's beautiful, over it.
Yeah, it's a good walk around there.
Come on, spirit, we're leaving now. We'd have loved to have met you, said hello.
at the back as well.
I was just going to say that, mate. Yeah. Right, till next time. Catch you later. I've say. Ta-da! Good evening, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. Fair to say that St Margaret's Hospital and their grounds are definitely active. There's something going on there. Nothing. Well, in fact, let's have a rundown of the things what happened. On the time I went there months ago, on my TikTok, one of the videos that I pinned is when I call out and you hear a lady. Sounds like a lady shouts help. And then when I've came back this time around and done the daytime walk around, I was flying my drone and I thought I saw somebody on my right hand side. I turned to say hello and no one was there. And then when I came back the first time of the evening with a few members, a few friends, a few extra team members, we had a few strange things happen. At one point there was a small stick that I don't want to say was thrown at me, but came in my direction when everyone else was walking way ahead of me. There was a time when me and another member had heard a groan, a male groan. We heard that twice when we was walking around the group of us. And then when me and Ivan went back, when I went back and recorded some more daytime shots on myself, which is in part 1, again, I picked up an EVP of this disembodied male type groan, which was very, very strange. And then going back with Ivan, the moment we set up, I genuinely thought it was a cow because of the deepness of it. But then Ivan was like, the cows don't make that sound. And then Ivan thought it was a sheep. Now, when I've reviewed the footage and I've listened to it several times, it's not 2 sheep. I mean, it could be 2 separate sheep. But the first time the noise is made, it sounds very much like someone impersonating it or trying to impersonate an animal, because it just sounds off. Could be the acoustics where we are and sound travelling and all that, but at the time I passed that off as just being an animal. It's only in hindsight and realising we never really heard it again throughout the evening at any point, and I've never heard it when I've been over there during the daytime. I've never heard any animals. And like Ivan pointed out many times during the night, you don't usually hear just one sheep. You'll hear, there's almost like a conversation going on where several sheep are at it. Unless, again, something that Ivan said, Ivan was convinced when I spoke to him today that maybe the animal was in the trees in front of us, so one could have got loose and got free, but still very strange how we never heard it the rest of the night. But you could pass that one off completely. But then when we sat down again in the male area where the remains are, some of the remains of the building are, the moment we turned all the lights off, Ivan's turned to me. Sadly, it's not been picked up on camera very clearly, but Ivan turned to me and he's like, "Did you hear that?" And I turn and go, what you heard? And it's like a woman's voice from over there. And the place that he points to, which I love things like this, because these are the things that could be a coincidence, could always be a coincidence, but the more things can piece together, the more chance you've got of it being paranormal and not just some kind of one-off happening that's just purely coincidence and the timing's been right. The moment Ivan says from over there in that direction, the motion detector, which is in the same direction, goes off. So that was really interesting. When I was reviewing it today, I've heard a couple of extra moans and groans here and there, which I didn't hear at the time, which I have highlighted on the video, as you would have watched and seen. Right, what else? The EVP is the big one. And the motion detector going off. The fact that that motion detector has gone off on a couple of investigations, but the fact it won't go off for, I mean, we was over there the other night for a good 2 hours. It went off once in 2 hours, so it's definitely not oversensitive. So that's of interest as well. So yeah, St Margaret's. If I was to do an investigation again, which we've already spoken, said we're going to, we want to do the Great Barr Hall on a full moon because of the Lunar Society that used to go there and frequent it every month and meet on the full moon. See if we can pick anything up there, if there's any kind of residual energy, or if maybe any of the members still come back. Obviously not living members. And we've also said we definitely want to go back to the area where the rubble is, because we keep getting strange EVP. Now, I've saved the best till last. When I'm on the bridge and I call out, sorry, I'm going to rewind, I've missed one off. I do call out and ask in that rubble area, do you want us to stay? If you want us to stay, touch one of the devices on the floor and the cat ball lights up. Now, I'm not a fan of cat balls because they're so easily triggered. But again, it didn't flash any other time. I'd put them on the bridge as well, and they never flashed. So, you know, you could have a bit of wildlife running past which has triggered it, but with my night camera on, I think I'd have saw that or noticed it. I'd have noticed the leaves moving. So that was another interesting one. It's mad, but in hindsight, when you actually watch your footage back, a lot of the time you're asking questions, but your brain's that focused on the moment and trying to hear what's happening around you, you kind of forget what you've just said. I felt awful when I reviewed the footage and I asked if you wanted us to stay, and it flashed yeah, because literally 10 minutes later we left. Excuse me, I've got something in my eye. And when I was reviewing the footage, I was like, oh shit. We've asked if you want us to stay, it's flashed and said yeah, and we fucked off a few minutes later. So that's a note to myself, really, that when I'm in the art of a paranormal investigation, as much as you kind of, the part of the brain which is trying to take in what's happening right now, I suppose the brain can only use so much at a time. The part of the brain that's processing with a kind of that mid-term memory, that kind of switches off. And I've noticed this a lot of the times when I've come back, things have happened in conjunction with questions, but at the time I've not even acknowledged it. So spirit's probably sitting there or standing there, if there is spirit at that time, it's probably standing there and going, are you taking the piss? I've just answered you a question and you're not even doing what you said you was going to do. So that's a lesson for myself. Now, I saved the best one till last, and that's the one when I'm on the bridge. I hear a girl say, okay. It could be a girl, could be a child. A friend has since told me that lives in the area and walks over there with the dog and goes for like little walks over there anyway for fresh air and so on and so forth. She'll talk to people who are over there walking the dog, some of the older people, and they'll tell her things from the past and little things they know. In the male area, there were also some children apparently who were housed there. I've never heard that. I heard there was children housed at the house at the main manor, and they were kind of orphans at the time. But who knows? So that was, again, it was on cue, it was on point, and it seemed to be an interactive response to a question. I asked a question and the reply came back, okay. So yeah, all you paranormal investigators, it's free. If you're in the Midlands, get over St Margaret's, get over Great Barr Hall, and have a little mooch around. There's some great spots, and I'm looking forward to the summer to get down to the lake, because I've heard a few interesting stories about the lake where allegedly some patients had taken their own lives back in the day. So yeah, brilliant, another good investigation. Onwards to the next one. 7 days time, we're going to George Jarvis School in Herefordshire, which the last time I went, it was when I was still quite new to doing the investigating, and I called out on the 3rd floor in the dark. No bullshit. I heard something, well, I heard someone, because it wasn't something, it was definitely a person. I heard a person put the jacket on, and then I heard the shoes, I heard the footsteps come walking towards me. Needless to say, I was gone. I went. I got straight out of there. That same night, I was with one of the paranormal companies. That same night, when I'd kind of composed myself, I'd asked if I could go back up there, and they wouldn't let me because they were scared I was going to contaminate the group sessions. So I've ended up paying quite a large amount of money for me, and well, there's 7 or 8 of us all together, for me and a very small group to go and investigate the George Jarvis boarding school. So look out for that one. I'll drop that video probably next Sunday, next Monday. Until then, peace, love and light. God bless. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already.